Hey there, guys. This is Chris on YouTube. I just wanted to do a quick review of the Volcano EPX Pro from Redcat Racing. I've seen a couple reviews that weren't very thorough. Not saying I can do a better job, but I'm just going to attempt to go over a few things with you guys. First of all, you can see the truck. You can see the receiver. The transmitter. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit of a better side shot. I was going to do an unboxing, but the day I got it, I was way too excited. So I just frickin' popped my battery in and sat there and looked at it until it was charged and drove it. Didn't want to take the time to do an unboxing. But anyway, okay. I'm doing the camera work here, so I'm going to try to keep it clean and still show you guys this stuff. So this is your receiver, once again, transmitter. It's the RCR 2-channel 2.4 gigahertz. It's a good radio system so far. It says to have a 3,000 feet range. That's like way more than you need. You wouldn't even be able to see it. I don't really think that it would go that far, but I guess there's ways to test that. Okay. The only thing I didn't like about this transmitter, see if I can get a better view of that for you guys. The only thing I didn't like about this transmitter was that it did not have any kind of throttle EPA. More or less all it has is your steering DR, your steering trim and throttle trim, and then your steering reverse, throttle reverse. The AM receiver that I got with my Lightning EPX Drift had all kinds of stuff on it, so they need to figure that out there. Okay, it's a pretty nice truck, as you can see. This is the new style body that they put on it a couple years back, I guess. There's the undercarriage. Got all aluminum shocks, caps, and body. Let's see, you got the 3300 kV brushless motor there. And sorry about the video quality, guys. And you got the Easy Run S10 RTR programmable ESC. It's a Hobby Wing ESC. It's actually a very nice ESC for a stock brushless setup. I've heard of most stock, brushless setups coming with like 30 amp ESCs. This is actually a 60 amp ESC with a fan. It's 2 to 3S LiPo capable. There's your Redcat Racing receiver in there. You got the Hexfly 3 kg steering servo. That was probably the thing about this truck that I liked the least, was the fact that this truck, the monster truck, it's a 110, had the same servo as the 110 Lightning EPX drift car. Now, you would think they would maybe give a 6 kg servo or something a little bit stronger with a monster truck. I mean, come on, you're pushing big wheels, correct? I'm sure you guys would agree with that. So anyway, this is completely box stock. I have not upgraded anything. I think the first thing I'm going to buy is my aluminum rear hub carriers. I have not broke the plastic ones yet. And Ramrod is another guy that posts things about this truck on YouTube. He told me about the geometry and lining it up. I definitely see where he's coming from. I have not actually done this yet, and I have not broken them, and I have been jumping this truck. Not very hard. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've been bashing it to shit and it's the most durable thing ever. I'm sure once I run LiPo on this truck, I'm going to break things. But I can tell you right now, this truck is very good for the money. I love the blue aluminum. It's just beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and maybe try to get a running video on there today of some good jumps and some dirt bashing. Pretty much. That's pretty much about it. I mean, I guess I could go over a few more things. Let's see. What about the truck has not performed well so far? I would say that they definitely need to upgrade their steering assembly, because it definitely has some slack in it. And on this model, I don't know if you can see in there, but that steering arm right there, and this is on both sides, literally rubs on the chassis until it gets a little bit of shock. Basically, I have my shocks set a little stiffer for the stiff full ride height, and but it doesn't really seem that that has an impact on how it steers. I think it's just they need to figure out something else with the hardware. It's just got too much slack in it. Anyway, the tires are decent. I've only owned it for about 2 months now, and I do run it pretty hard on the pavement, and that's like my center tread is just getting to where it's like getting down there a little bit. It's not bald. Oh, one thing I also wanted to mention about this truck is, I'm pulling a blank here. Anyway, I don't want to make this a retarded video by sitting here and waiting for me to think of what I need to say. 6 minutes is pretty much long enough. 7 minutes. Alright, you guys, thanks. Subscribe if you want to. I'm going to try to be putting up as many videos as I can. It's a good truck. I only paid $190 shipped on eBay from RC World and more. Yeah, it's a good truck, guys. Have a good one.